Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Shardlight. We're still in the department store trying to find a way to get this elevator door open. Now, I can't use the shrapnel to get through the door because it's too flimsy.
No, this piece of shrapnel is too flimsy to pry the doors open. Looks like I'll have to find a...
And I definitely don't want to lose this piece of shrapnel. Now, one thing I did find, however, check this out.
It won't have any...
And I didn't notice this earlier.
Not surprisingly, it's empty. I'm going to need something to open up the side if I want to scavenge for parts.
I think it's not that I didn't notice it, it's just I completely spaced it. Let's try using the shrapnel here in the refrigerator.
This isn't in as good a condition as I thought. Only useful part in here is this fuse.
Excellent.
Might as well hang on to it.
And we can go ahead and use the fuse in the panel, I would assume.
It's still in relatively good condition.
Let's see if this works.
I sure hope this works.
So do I, Amy. Huzzah!
Here goes nothing.
What are we doing? Ah, we're climbing up. The fuse was just for the door and not for the actual elevator, which makes sense. Whoa! Wow. So what do we got here to look at?
A bunch of old office furniture, from the look of it.
Now I'm pretty sure I know what we gotta do. I just want to see that we grab everything that we can here.
There's nothing worth salvaging here.
So nothing in that pile. We've got a girder right here.
There's nothing worth salvaging here.
So these were probably the offices for the department store. Got hit full on by whatever blast there was.
Looks like that's my next destination.
Okay. So we will go ahead and use our grappling hook. Get our Batman on.
It's way too high for me to reach.
Tell you what, Amy's in pretty good shape, I have to say. All the climbing and such that she does.
Ooh, that was more of a climb than I anticipated.
Indeed, but what's going on?
What is this place?
Yeah.
Reminds me of the one in the rebel hideout.
Let's take this slow.
It looks like a giant raven. Seeing that thing gliding around the sky would definitely be intimidating.
So this must be like the bird cave.
There's nothing on it. I wonder if there was once a raven in there. There's nothing inside except an old birdcage liner. I'd rather not touch it.
Yeah, I agree. Those bird cage liners can be disgusting after a while.
A sketch of the Reaper. Lots of little design notes written around the sides. I wouldn't want to ruin the drawing.
Anyone here? Oh, I thought the music had stopped. I'm like, uh-oh. That's a bad thing.
I had something like this when I was a kid. A jar of dirt where bugs lived. It's too high to reach.
Well, this is a pretty interesting spot. Lots to look at.
Ugh, looks like it's got fungus growing out of it.
Looks like the Angela Lansbury character from Beauty and the Beast. Seems the apocalypse didn't work out well for her.
I can't reach it. Not that I'd want to, anyway. Those look to be mostly medical textbooks.
So this is the Reaper Cave.
Reminds me of an old dress-up doll I used to have when I was a kid. I can't think of anything I could do with that.
We got the workbench with the computer here. Monitors. Ooh.
Aha! Just what I thought. They're mechanical.
Ah, okay.
Aha! Weird. I wonder what these are for.
I wonder if these mushrooms are a key to the vaccine.
Weird.
I'm trying to grab the things as well as examine. It looks like it's the same option.
These look like security monitors. What are they doing here? These look like...
Okay. Same old, same old.
Anatomy, infectious diseases, biology. Quite a collection.
Nelson would be envious.
Anatomy... full of lots of unmarked bottles. I wonder what they're for. Full.
And anything else? Sorry, there's the concept of a raven on a writing desk. Whoa! Holy crap. He had wings and everything.
Ah, Amy Willard. You found me. I was hoping you would.
How did you...
I realize you probably have many questions. I can give you all the answers you need, but first, allow me to make myself more presentable.
So you are human.
Yes, I'm sorry to disappoint you if you were expecting more.
I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest.
He must be on stilts or something. Or just really, really tall.
You told me you were a doctor.
Yes, Dr. Edwin Aquino, at your service. I was once the leader of the Green Lung vaccine development team, but after learning about their vaccine distribution, or lack thereof, that quickly changed.
Hang on, you knew about the vaccine hoarding? Why didn't you tell anyone?
That would have started violent riots. It's not fair to begin a civil war when it would end without a cure for the illness. I wanted to say something. It hurt not to, but the time wasn't right.
You didn't think the people deserved to know?
They do, and they will. But not while we only have a vaccine and not a cure. With a permanent cure, the aristocracy's hoarding becomes irrelevant, and the focus will be on eradicating the disease.
I guess that makes sense.
So he's kind of a vigilante.
Why the mechanical ravens? What do they do?
Rather clever little inventions, wouldn't you say? They have video transmitters in their eyes and audio transmitters in their beaks. I use them as scouts, since I can control them remotely.
Did you make them?
No, someone else did, a long time ago. In any case, they've served me quite well, at least the ones that haven't broken. I have very few left, which is going to be a problem at some point.
You've been following me with your birds. Why am I of such interest to you?
You did a lottery job for the Ministry of Energy.
That's right. What of it?
You've got the disease. You're fighting to survive. You're clever and resourceful. Exactly what I need.
Exactly what do you need?
After I left the Ministry of Medicine, I began my attempts at developing a permanent cure for green lung. It was a long process, which took over 10 years, but just last month, I had a breakthrough and was able to make this.
Is that?
Yes, this is the cure for green lung. I've been testing it and it seems to work, but I need to be certain. Aside from that, I don't have the information necessary to mass produce the cure, though I suspect Tiberius keeps it somewhere in the Ministry of Energy.
So what is it you need from me?
We're both fugitives, Amy. I can't put myself at risk by going to the places I need to. If I'm killed or captured, my research will have all been for nothing. You can clearly take care of yourself. I saw how you handled things at Rockwall Prison and Willowdale Plaza.
You helped me out both of those times.
I merely provided some assistance. Your survival was your own doing. Now I realize it's a bit much to ask, but your help would be incredibly valuable, not just to me, but to the future of humanity.
It's not really much to ask. I owe you my life, after all.
Thank you, Amy. I appreciate it. The main thing I need is to find out where Tiberius is keeping my research on mass production. At some point, I'll also need a subject to test the cure on, so I can be absolutely sure it works. Do you have any questions?
So essentially, Batman needs a Robin. Or the Reaper needs a Robin in this case.
Why do you dress like that?
Intimidation, mainly. The work I do is not exactly looked upon favorably by the government, so I had to come up with a way to make sure I was left alone. The costume is just to make sure anyone who might happen to see me is scared off.
So you knew of the rumors about the Reaper and decided to become him yourself?
No, I'm the one who started them. Creating the image of death personified seemed a natural deterrent for anyone who might get too close. Thankfully, The rumors seem to have spread rather quickly over the years.
You aren't kidding. There's a whole cult dedicated to worshipping you.
Ah, yes, I know of them. An extreme example, but I can't deny it helps my work.
That's dangerous. If the cult finds out that he's just a man, there could be, like, some severe consequences.
I'd like to, but it's far too risky. You are one of my greatest assets right now. If this proves to have any adverse side effects, I'll be without your help. Once I can mass produce this, I won't have to be so careful.
It didn't selfless. I asked if Amy could be the test subject.
How can we find the mass production information?
Ideally, I could use my ravens to go in and locate it, but I only have 3 working ones left. And as you're well aware, Tiberius's tower is huge. It would take way too long for only 3 ravens to scan the entire place without being detected.
Could I take a look at one of them?
Of course.
Who did you say made these?
A friend in the Ministry of Knowledge, but that was ages ago. I know very little about their design.
It isn't too complex, actually. I can fix them for you, no problem.
You can?
Sure. See this bit here? That's the servo, the part that controls the wings. It's worn out, so I just need to replace it with a new one.
Are those common? Would we be able to find one or more in the city?
Well, I learned about them from working on toy airplanes that my friend had when we were kids. If we could find some, we'd be in business.
I wonder.
Well, we are in a department store.
Yes, excellent. As I suspected, there's a hobby shop which has remained mostly intact further in the city, and I can see that they have several model airplanes.
Great, I'll go get them and fix your ravens in no time.
Yes, but the store is located in the quarantine zone.
So, I have nothing to worry about. I'm already infected.
You contracting green lung isn't my concern. It's how you're going to get back out. The quarantine zone is designed to keep people from escaping.
If I can find a way in, I'll just have to find a way out, won't I?
Fine. While you're there, see if you can bring someone back with you. Someone who has been quarantined will make an ideal subject to test the cure on.
I'll see what I can do.
Good. Take this then.
What is it?
A 2-way communicator. They used to call them walkie-talkies. We can use them to stay connected while you're in there.
Awesome. And the potential for a cure is definitely the carrot on a stick to get someone to come with us.
Can you tell me anything about Tiberius?
Quite a bit. I've known him for a very long time. Since before the bombs, in fact. Was there anything specific you wanted to know?
Ooh. We get to find out about the villain of the piece.
What was Tiberius like before the bombs?
He was the director of the Ministry of Energy. Of course, back then he wasn't calling himself Tiberius. He was just Julian. After society collapsed, he took the initiative to reform and establish the aristocracy. His love for history led him to adopt the alias of Tiberius, as well as insisting the other aristocrats take the name of ancient Roman emperors.
Why does he wear that awful mask?
Anonymity. He felt government leaders are more respected as an institution rather than as people. I can't deny that this approach works extremely well.
That's kind of interesting because that's like a government version of V for Vendetta, that faceless anonymity serving the government instead of trying to topple it down.
Was he always so evil?
I wouldn't call him that. Manipulative, yes. Ruthless, undoubtedly. But not evil. He suffered immense trauma on the day the bombs fell.
Everyone did. Not all of us had the wealth to recover so easily.
Tiberius lost both his wife and unborn child that day. Wealth or not, that hits a man hard. It left him quite mentally unstable, to be honest. His determination to rebuild society was rooted in trying to cope with his loss. In a way, I felt pity for him. Perhaps too much.
What do you mean by that?
Nothing. Never mind.
You know, I have a bad feeling about what's in that jar in Tiberius's room in the tower now.
Strange for him to have a soothsayer for an assistant. How is he qualified?
Superstition is a very powerful force. I'm living proof of that. I never had many dealings with the soothsayer, but I believe he came from somewhere outside the city. Tiberius finds comfort in being able to have a channel to the supposed other side. While I don't share his beliefs, I can't particularly fault him for having them.
That's all for now.
Fair enough.
I'll just get to it then.
Good luck, Amy. By the way, that doorway back there will allow you to get up and down the tower much easier than climbing.
Well, thanks for letting me know that now.
An old radio and some kind of electronic music equipment. They've surely been scavenged for parts.
Ooh.
Nice. I've never heard one of these played before. I'm not a musician or a thief.
Need to see if the doctor here would actually play it. Now, is there anything else here that we need to know? We got the hat and mask.
I can see why people are afraid of the Reaper.
Please don't touch that.
Whoops. Sorry, boss. Now, I also want to take a look at these here.
What an interesting contraption. I wonder if I'd be able to make one of my own. I don't know the first thing about hang gliding. I'd probably just fall straight down to the ground.
I wouldn't imagine, like, that would probably freak all of these people out to look up and see this guy dressed like that flying through the air. You can see why people are afraid. So, got a new location. We got the Reaper's lair. And the quarantine zone. Well, this wasn't what I expected.
A safety sign. Looks to be warning against riding on the back of the trains. That doesn't look like it's a very pleasant job.
No, not at all.
Excuse me.
Huh? What do you want?
What is it you're doing out here?
Transporting people into the quarantine zone. What does it look like?
Aren't you worried about getting infected?
Well, considering this is a lottery job, not really.
Ah.
I need to get inside the quarantine zone.
Huh. You know, I think that's the first time I've ever heard anyone say that. Why on earth would you want to go into the quarantine zone? There's nothing in there except the sick and dying.
Green lung. Let's go ahead and be truthful. That's probably the best way to do it.
I've got green lung.
Is that so? You look pretty healthy to me.
That may be, but I can assure you I've got it.
Look, my orders are to take people in who are at the terminal phase, and you clearly aren't. So unless you can prove otherwise, my hands are tied. Why are you trying to get in there anyway? If I was you, I would avoid telling anyone I was sick.
I have my reasons.
I'm sure you do.
Keep up the good work.
Thanks.
So, how exactly are we gonna pull this off?
This is my way of communicating directly with the Dr. Aquino. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
I need proof that I'm dying.
A rather odd request.
Yes, but if I'm going to get into the quarantine zone, I need the gatekeeper to think I'm sick enough.
I may have a plan. I just hope you aren't faint of heart.
Trust me, I'm not.
Good. Go out and see if you can find someone who has recently died of green lung. Then use your communicator to let me know. I should be able to help you further from there.
Okay, but how will I be able to tell if they died of green lung?
Look for green sputum around the body and pustules around the wrists. Those are the two telltale signs.
Everything going okay with you?
Yes. How are you faring?
Slowly, but surely. I'll be in touch. Over and out.
Now, I think we actually found a corpse recently that looked like they died of green lung. Here in Sector 67. Yeah, right there.
Looks like he's got pustules on his wrists, and there's a small puddle of green goo on the ground next to him. This person was definitely a victim of green lung.
Alright.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes. Loud and clear.
I found our patient.
Excellent. Where is the body located?
In Sector 67, right near that painting.
I'll meet you there shortly.
Is he gonna... Oh, wow, he is fast.
Poor soul. Hopefully this site will soon be a thing of the past. Step over there if you would, Amy. I need room to work.
Oh, he's got a scythe and everything. That was an awesome reference.
Here, take this.
That was a reference to Grim
A severed
Fandango.
arm?
Yes. Notice the pustules around the wrist. Those are the telltale signs of the terminal phase of Greenlung. With some trickery on your part, you should be able to use this to get into the quarantine zone.
Okay. Thanks.
That was awesome. For those of you guys who don't get the reference, in the game Grim Fandango, the main character, Manny Calavera, plays a Grim Reaper who has a scythe that works like a butterfly knife. He has to actually get it and flip it out for him to use it, and he's dressed like a Grim Reaper, just like the Reaper in this game was. That is an awesome, subtle reference.
The hand is partly decomposed, and there's pustules around the wrist. I can't believe I'm carrying this around with me. At least it doesn't smell.
This is true. It's beginning to smell a little like almonds, which is not good. Sorry, I'm still smiling about that reference. Well done, Wajidai. I've got a severed arm for you.
I can make it seem like this is my arm, but if she sees the hand in its current condition, she'll know something's up.
Okay. Oh, okay. Hold on.
Maybe this will help.
There we are.
Excuse me.
Yeah? What is it?
Take a look at this.
Oh, jeez. You weren't kidding. We have to get you inside. Climb up on the cart here and let's get a move on.
Welcome to Thunderdome.
Place.
Well, well. Fresh meat.
I beg your pardon?
Welcome to the quarantine zone, honey. Now shut up. Boys.
Uh-oh.
What are you...
So, this is how things are going to work, okay? My guys are going to search you and take anything we like. Once we do that, you don't follow us or ever talk to us again. Curl up wherever you want and wait until you die. Anything good, Honor?
Yeah, a crossbow, radio, baseball bat, a piece of metal, and a severed arm?
Huh. It's always the clean ones that are the freaks. Let her keep her little toy. Take the rest.
Let go of me!
Enjoy your stay while you can.
Well, I think we found our new special friend. And we're just left with a severed arm. And a need for vengeance.
I'm guessing it used to say hobbies. This is the place.
Well, that's good. At least we're right at the hobby shop.
I am not touching those.
Well, they have to burn the bodies. That would make sense.
It's sealed up. I can't get inside. Ugh, that smell.
Oh,
God.
Yeah.
I guess he wanted to go out on his own terms.
Hell's bells.
A mother and her child. At least they died together.
Well, I was wondering when this game was really going to show the post-apocalyptic elements, and, well, here they are.
A cash register. It's been a long time since this got used. Not surprisingly, it's empty.
Shame that. I'm really surprised the toys haven't been scavenged.
Great. 12 boxes still sealed. These servos will work perfectly.
Amy, not you two.
Gordon? What happened to you?
I didn't give my materials to the rebels. Instead, I took the aristocrats up on their deal for food vouchers. When I got sick, they threw me in here without a second thought. I thought I'd be taken care of. I should have at least tried helping Danton. Maybe we wouldn't be here right now. Maybe my daughter wouldn't be out there alone.
It's okay, Gordon. I'm working to try to get a permanent cure for everyone.
A permanent cure? That can't be possible.
It is. I've seen it.
But even if that was true, we're stuck here. There's no way out.
I'll find a way. I swear.
Well, as a word of warning, stay away from the old supermarket. This lady named Rita hangs out there, and she's bad news.
Thanks for the heads up, but I've already met her.
Just don't go looking for trouble if you can help it.
That's not really Amy's style. And I don't know about Gordon. I get this vibe that he may still be working for the aristocracy for the sake of his daughter. But I mean, that's who Amy would probably already choose for a companion to get out of here. But interesting. I think he may be up to something. I could be wrong, though. But we are going to go ahead and end the episode here, guys. I think we're going to try to get all of our items back from Rita. That's a very appropriate name, very Power Ranger villainous. And I think man, my eyes keep on shooting over to this hanged guy. It's very ominous. But I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you liked the video, go ahead and click like down below, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. I will see you next time. Later days, everyone.